What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in to the next episode in this 7-part series of 7 strategies to thrive at a desk job. I'm Coach Mark.
I'm Coach Lynette.
And I work a desk job, and I want to go out to eat every day at my desk job. And when I get back to my desk job, I got donuts in the break room. The secretary's got candy on her desk.
Yes.
My coworker brought in a cake. It's her birthday. Is that cool? Like, what sort of, what do I do?
What is it about working at a desk that creates this food indulgence culture? It's almost like it goes together. Like when they go out to eat, it's like an event.
Yeah.
And everyone's getting all kinds of crazy jazz when they go out to eat. Like,
yeah, I don't know. You got to get, because you just, when you're staring at a screen all day, you need something to
I think the brain,
you up.
They need to wake up their brains, and they're probably feeling a little mentally depressed from the artificial lights and not moving, and they're like, oh, this food's going to make me happy.
Yeah.
So there's probably multiple causes for it, but food is a huge part of office culture. And if you work from home, you are probably painfully aware that the eating, there's no boundaries around it, right? Mm-hmm. The fridge is right there. So a lot of people gained weight when they started working at home, because now it's no longer, oh, I'm going to pack my lunch. That's what I'll eat at work. And that was it. But now they have this entire pantry and this entire refrigerator. And so when they're thinking about trying to brainstorm something, well, I'll go get something from the kitchen while I'm thinking about this.
Yeah.
So everything just... Food is a huge obstacle, and the reason why we're talking about this is because sitting jobs are associated with many chronic diseases. So obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and even Alzheimer's, and things that we consider old age. It's getting younger and younger to have dementia and Alzheimer's, and part of that is the sedentary jobs.
Yeah.
So anyway, here's what you do. The number one thing to do is make a plan. Plan what you're going to eat every day. It's a pain. I'm so sorry. I know it's a pain, but even the simplest plan will help you not go crazy. Okay? So it doesn't mean, like, some people approach this like, oh, I don't want to do that. It's like living on a budget. You're going to take all my fun away. No, it's actually going to take a lot of stress away to know what you're going to eat. Even if you're working at home, it's like, okay, for lunch, this is what I'm going to get. I'm going to have this ready to go. To have your snacks prepared ahead of time, even if you're bringing them to your desk, because some people they're stuck in those Zoom meetings, and they have to be, if they're going to eat, it has to happen at the desk. Like, that's not ideal, but we need to plan for it if it has to happen.
Yeah.
So plan your meals. Plan your snacks.
Well, and also, just because you're planning, it doesn't
mean it's not fun.
And also, one of the plans might be, oh, me and my coworkers are going out to lunch on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Right? If that's okay, if that's part of the plan.
Yeah.
Just make a plan.
Yeah.
That way you're not.
Right. You're not being strung along by other people.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, you know what's happening. It's like, we're going to go to this restaurant on Wednesday. Okay. Maybe look at the menu ahead of time, figure out what you're going to eat.
Yeah.
And once you get your skill level up, you may not have to look at the menu ahead of time, because you already have your ordering skills down, and you know, oh, this is what I usually get when I go and eat out. And it's not a big deal. But at first, you might have to do a little more planning. It does get easier over time. So don't worry. The first time you do it, it's probably going to take a little bit longer. And it helps to do it with someone else if you want to get a buddy to help you plan. So. Yeah, so you can still plan, you still have tacos and things, Start out planning whatever it is you enjoy. And over time, if you want to modify that to increase the food quality, you can. But at the very beginning, just make a plan. Don't be super picky about, well, I have to get my macros, and no, just get some kind of plan together.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with carrot sticks and ice cream. Fine. That's your plan. Yeah, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. So, yeah, plan your food, plan your snacks, and here's a big snack problem when you're working in an office, is the blessed snack table. Everyone brings the stuff that they find tempting at home. They're like, oh, I'll bring it to work. Oh, my gosh. And so that table gets filled with the Girl Scout cookies,
yeah,
the donut. Someone's late to work, they feel like they have to bring donuts because they were late to work. It just gets filled, and it's really hard, right, when it's just sitting there, especially if you're visually stimulated.
Yeah.
So things that people have done in the past, I've had clients that simply will cover it with something. They'll put the tablecloth over the food. Everyone still has access to it.
Yeah, why not?
They just can't see it, and they found that helpful. Asking to have a desk across the office away, or turning their desk away so that they're not looking at it. Like, just start brainstorming. Like, how can I make this work for me?
Yeah.
I mean, a radical thing would be, don't bring this in here anymore. But most people don't feel like they can do that.
Yeah. I don't know how well that would go over.
Right. You need to live with it.
Yeah.
You need to be able to, go into work and not have people hating you.
And good strategy too. Yeah, like you said, bring your own snacks. So if someone is late and brings in those donuts, and you want a donut, you could always try. Okay, I'm going to have my snack first.
Yeah.
Wait, 10, 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And see if I still want the donut.
Yeah.
And if you have a donut, it's not the end of the world.
That's fine.
You're not it's not the end of the world. The goal isn't to be perfect. The goal is to try to find what strategy works for you. Everyone's different.
Yeah.
Try to find what works for you and moves the needle a little bit more in the right direction.
Right. It's like, how can I do just a little bit better?
Yeah.
So if you're accustomed to indulging in the snack table every or twice a day, maybe you can get yourself to once a day. And then maybe you can get yourself to 3 times a week, and then maybe down to once a week, which most people can accomplish their goals if they're hitting the snack table once a week.
Yeah.
Within reason. Like, there's a lot of different variables in there. Here's another thing to remind yourself of. This took me a while to learn, but you can not finish the donut.
I don't know about that one.
That's possible.
I don't know.
That's possible. So, I just really want to bite. So this is something that has worked for people. It's like, okay, I really want to try this certain donut, but I don't want the whole thing. All right, so you just take off how much you want, eat that, and then the part that's sitting there looking at you, calling your name, and he's like, no, I've already had as much as I really wanted, and this part really needs to go away. So you need to throw it away or pour some water on it or hand it to someone else, like, within 5 seconds.
Yeah.
All I need is 20 seconds of courage.
Yeah.
Right? And then see if you're still thinking about it an hour later.
Yeah.
Odds are you're not thinking about it an hour later. Just try it as an experiment. It's like, all right, I'm going to have a couple bites, get rid of the rest, go to work. All right, if I am still like, I want more, then go back for more later on. Yeah. But just test it out. It may become a non-issue after a while. Yeah. And then before you know it, it's time to go home.
Yeah.
So stuff at home, snacks at home. So you'll need to modify your food environment. So put things up on higher shelves. One thing that's worked for me is stock things that other people like that I don't like. That is helpful. Another thing, the visual thing again, keep it out of sight. Also, I like to add friction to things. So if there's a treat on a high shelf inside a box, that usually works much better than a treat at eye level with the pantry door open. There's a lot more friction to it if you have to open a box. The most friction is in a grocery bag tied in a knot. It's like, I don't want to untie the knot.
Yeah.
So just keep thinking about strategies you want to use. Again, one that really works is to give yourself full permission to eat the thing, but start thinking of things you want to do before. Like you said, I'm going to have my snack first, and then I'll enjoy that thing.
Yeah, there you go.
And then try that out for a couple weeks, and then start adding things. Start adding more and more distance and time between you and the thing. Like, okay, I'll have my snack, and then I'll set a timer for 5 minutes, and then I'll just have the cookie. My snack, 5-minute timer, 5 push-ups, and then eat the cookie. And just keep lengthening that list. And what my clients experience is over time they start forgetting or losing the desire for the thing they wanted about 80% of the time. I mean, you don't need it to be 100% to make progress. You just need it to happen less often than it's been happening in the past.
Yeah.
So
nice.
Yeah, but the key is to give yourself permission. Once you restrict, then you're just going to be like, I want it so bad.
Yeah.
So just give yourself permission, but give yourself more time.
Yeah. Cool.
So I think that's all we have about food. Make a plan, more friction, give yourself permission, but add more time in between you and the thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't be afraid to try things. Trial and error.
Yeah, try stuff out. If it doesn't work, you're not a failure. It just didn't work.
Yeah. Cool. All right, guys. We will talk to you next time.
All right. Bye.